Hello, 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 Cancers. Hey, happy Thanksgiving week for you guys. This is the week of Thanksgiving. Now, even if you're alone and you're not celebrating with a family or friends or anything and you're alone, give thanks for being, where you are, what you're going through, what you're in, because it is so important to understand about the word thanks or what you don't have. Man, we don't want to have, a house that is underwater in floods, or we don't want to have diseases, things like that. We want to be thankful for everything we have and don't have. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. So this is for the reading of the 22nd through the 28th for you guys. And I just did the full moon reading. Did you feel that full moon? I'm recording this on the 21st. Did you feel the full moon? Oh my gosh, it was nuts. It was nuts for 2 days. It was just full blown crazy. And the moon was just absolutely beautiful. You could just pull the energies from the moon. It was amazing. I guess being an empath, I'm weird. So, but I'm so spiritually connected. I hope I'm growing more and more spiritually connected because each walk is very amazing. Very amazing. Yes, I love you too. The thing is that we're going to be doing your current energies, future energies. And for those that are brand new, there is a divine energy that I use at the deck. It is Divine's cards. It is what he is trying to help you through. So we're going to get started with that. So the future energies also too, because I do numerology and astrology on top of it, are the energies of everything mixed together because divine is energy and the universe is energy. So we do all things together in unified. All right, so let me look at these here. So the divine's card to you, and this is happening not with you guys only, Cancers, it's with everybody. Oh, wow, this is interesting. Wow. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I'll share you with you in a minute what I'm getting. Yes. A lot of spiritual energy going on this week. Okay. So a lot of growth, a lot of awakening, and a lot of love, a lot of connecting, a lot of unity. And I don't think it's just because of Thanksgiving. I think it's because the energies of people coming together. If you are not one that can read energies or feel energies, you actually pull everybody's energies together. Now, if there's one bad apple in there, it's going to try to push all those negative energies out to everybody. Somebody has to be the diffuser of that to not allow it. Okay. I don't know who that's for. So be the mediator, the middleman, the diffuser, the peacemaker kind of a thing. So whoever that's for, that may be coming up this week. But your divine's card this week is the higher view. Okay. It's the number 5. So somebody coming forward from the earth way of thinking, which is your mind, your brain, doing things in a first dimension, now is taking a look at moving in a different way. So that would be like me moving from secular to spiritual. Same with somebody. They're like, you know what? I'm really sick of these things happening the way that they're happening. I'm tired of things keep spiraling down. I'm tired of these habits happening over and over. I'm tired of meeting the same guys that are just dysfunctional. I'm tired of meeting the same girls that are dysfunctional. And I could go on and on and on. So if somebody's really tired of this and wants a new way of moving and thinking. So this person here is actually, this is the number 5. It's uncomfortable. It's new. All right. It's like a novice. So it is somebody that is new. But in your current energies this week, it is going to bring balance. And I will tell you from a living, walking person that has gone from secular thinking to spiritual thinking, it is very difficult change. However, keep it in solitude to yourself for a while because people think you're nuts, you're crazy. But the thing, it's going to bring more balance to your life. Okay. And this is in prayer. This is in meditation. The number 4. So you've got the number 5, a newness that is really just sort of uncomfortable. It's not stable yet. And you're really trying to get your founding, your foundation and your grounding, which is in the center, which you're on your way to actually get more balanced. I'll tell you right now. And that's true because then in this future energy, which is the planets as well, and what's going on. If you haven't watched the full moon, it does go through the end of November. This is a commitment to yourself. not to anybody else. This is a commitment to yourself. It's the number 9. You're on your way there. It's a very intense, it's very new, it's very challenging. It's like you're going to be unsure at first. Should I? That's those low vibrational energies saying, hey, you know what? You don't want to believe in that. You don't want to believe in God. You don't want to believe in divine. You don't want to believe in a Holy Spirit. You don't want to believe in that power. That's all full of blah, 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 blah. Well, that low vibration. Well, why should I believe you? Because there's something spiritually feeding your brain, but which side is it? Is it the low vibration? Is it the low frequencies? Is it, if you want to call it the devil card, if you want to call it the Satan card, whatever you want to call it, this is keeping you bound to earth. You don't want to be bound to earth. You want to fly high, and you want to have everything that you have in rewards. And there's one simple way that you do that. Instead of being a negative vibration, gossiping, talking bad, cussing, because cussing words are low vibrational words that really sort of hinder and limit yourself, but you want to do everything in love, because everything low vibrational is fear, and everything of love is actually high vibrational and moving up. All right. So we have the 7 of Pentacles is your first card out. This is work. The reason why I said it was interesting is because these 2 cards were Scorpio's first 2 cards. Now you saw me shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I can't make this stuff up. So this is really hard work, but this is love actually coming towards you. Okay, this is actually a message of love coming towards you. This is a time for you to make a decision on how you want to move your life. You cannot be on the fence anymore. Okay, and this might be with a person, this might be with a job, this might be with a hobby, this might be your future. This is a time to make a decision right now. Okay, because this number 2 is about unity, bringing something together. So if you do it in love, it's going to bring it together. But if you do it in fear, it may just separate it, and it may keep you in that low vibrational element, okay, in that low vibrational realm. First dimension. I hate to say it, but this first dimension is very low vibrational. And as we move through life, it's very low vibrational. What do I mean? When you're like, well, what do you mean by that, Patty? It means that it's full of hate, it's full of animosity, it's full of greed, it's full of ugliness. And the thing is, we want to walk in love and light. Even if I don't do a lot of stuff outside unless I'm around people I love, people that are filled with love, or I do things alone, because I don't want that. People, in fact, at my job, I had to do something with masks and tell them they had to wear a mask. They say, oh, you watch too much news. And I said, I don't watch the news at all. So it's like, see, this is the first dimension thinking, how I run my life. They have no clue. In the middle of your energies is the Knight of Swords. This is, again, something that is trying to move forward and trying to try something new, but somebody is afraid and they're looking at their past. Well, what if it doesn't work out? Don't do the what ifs. If it doesn't work out, it's not supposed to. But if you don't move forward, you won't know. Okay, so somebody's afraid. They're looking at their past to make this decision. Don't do that. Make your decision based on some new information, because on the other side of that is the sun. The sun is finally about exposing and bringing yourself to the light. And it is also saying, you know what? I'm going to be myself from now on. I am going to grow myself. I am going to be myself. I am going to make this commitment to me in my future that I'm not going to let them talk to me that way. Or if they want to cuss, just let them know. I don't like cussing. So, if you're around me, could you please not do that? If they respect you and love you, they'll stop. If they don't, then they will keep it going. Okay. That is the movement that you want to be making to, because the Knight of Pentacles is moving forward with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is somebody's challenge card. They're going to say, you're full of crap, Patty. And you know what? I'm going to do what I want to do. And that's fine. Live in your first dimension and know that when you pass on, you cannot take that with you. And those things do not matter. So these people that are spreading the horrible gossip of all the news, and that is not even factual, but if it bleeds, it leads. So if you want to believe in that, go right ahead. That's your choice. However, when you die on this earth, that stuff isn't going to matter. Your car, your house, and all that stuff that you've obtained that you've obtained here, or these things that don't even matter, you're going to actually not even be able to take those with you. And somebody's going to say, you know what? Nope, I think you're full of crap. And that's okay. You go right ahead because I've lived this life. I know how spirit works. I've listened to spirit. I've actually even heard my mother who's passed on. So I have abilities that I can do. But the other thing is, we all have them. And that is called love. Bringing things together in love. Again, the number 2, bringing things together in love. So if you don't do that, then you just blow things apart. Somebody, and the other thing too, for somebody, I don't know who this is for, if you're in a relationship and they're not for you, then they are against you. So if they're calling you names or belligerent or yelling at you or whatever, they're against you. And that is not divine. That was not divine driven. That was not divine guided. That was humanly guided, first dimensional. So you might be in the wrong relationship. Okay. Because divine, when you look at the higher power, which is your card, not me, I didn't pick that one. When you look at the higher power of things, of love, is this love? You need to ask everything that you do. Is this love? Am I doing this in love? Am I saying this in love? Or am I saying it in fear? Because fear is bounding. Fear is the devil card. Definitely the devil card. Yeah. And he wants you to walk in love. So somebody has maybe a relationship that is coming up that is maybe asking for commitment or bringing two together in love, and be ready for it. Be ready for it. I don't know who that's for, but be ready for it. Page of Swords. Definitely. And this is in truth. This person who's coming towards you is definitely walking in truth. They're telling the truth. They're being honest. They're being sincere. They're trying to be open, be vulnerable to you, and embrace that, because that is really important. When you become open and honest and vulnerable, then that's bringing the bond closer. Okay. And that's building a really strong foundation, sharing things that you really wouldn't share. This is that full moon energy just before the full moon, these deep, dark secrets that needed to come out, these things that are coming out, and that hard work that you're going to share something or bring something out, then it is bringing more love. Okay. But it is eating somebody up. So you really need to share whatever it is in love. And maybe that's what you're trying to decide. Should I tell them? Should I not tell them? Should I tell them? Should I not tell them? Should I decide? Should I not decide to do it? Get off the fence and make a decision. All right. Get off the fence and make a decision. All right. Because it's, when you lose sleep, I'm going to tell you something about first dimension, second dimension. When you're in the first dimension and you're losing sleep, you can't sleep, you've got insomnia, you've got anxiety, you got depression, that is first dimensional. When you can release everything before you go to bed, and when you can release everything to less control, stop trying to control everything, you'll actually lose that depression, that anxiety. You'll actually be able to sleep better, because when you go to bed, you say, you know what, that's a problem I don't want to deal with anymore. You take it tonight, you deal with it, and in the morning let me know, or tomorrow let me know what's going on, that kind of a thing. So we have this being a lesson. Yes, this is being a lesson. This is a new lesson for somebody. It is very hard to go from I will tell you, for me it was easy, but for a lot of people to think of having faith and believing in something that you cannot see, that is something that is really hard to do, because a lot of people want to say, well, if I see it, I'll believe it. But in faith and belief and trust in the second dimension, where God and divine and that lays, then the thing is, it's very hard to trust something that you don't see. But the first time you have a miracle, or your first time you see him working, you're going to like, wow. And then the second time, it's going to even be like, wow, wow, wow. And then before you know it, it's like, oh, okay, now I see what you're saying. So this is a lesson for somebody. It's something brand new. And it will be something that is going to take you some places. It will take you somewhere. There's definitely a celebration in that. And it is also in the future going to bring you a commitment, because you have changed your life around from fear to love in all your decisions. You're not going to fear it. So if you're really holding something in this week, it's time to share it with whoever you need to share it with. If they're supposed to be in their life, they will stick around. If they're not, they weren't even supposed to be there in the first place. Share it. Okay. All right. That's where that is. And that is your reading this week, guys. I hope this helps in some way. Remember, the High Priestess is your challenge card. So what you want to do with the High Priestess, she's all about the number two, bringing things together. The only way that we can bring things together is our higher power. Love. Love, 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 love. Love and light. Okay. And everything else doesn't matter. So walk through your fears, face a fear this week, whatever it is. I don't know who that is. Give thanks for that fear because it's teaching you something and growing you to another level of a higher self. And this is actually going to be a good, huge stepping stone. Beautiful, beautiful. And thank you. He says, and lastly, it's going to bring, I don't know if you can see it on the bottom of the card, there's ripples. It's going to be a ripple effect. And then you're going to want to love more and more and more. It's an awesome feeling. All right. I hope you guys have a really, really good week and happy Thanksgiving. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you watched this far, likes are very important to us YouTube creators. So I hope you have a wonderful week and we will see you next week. Take care.